Hi, I'm Richard Osman, and this is Between the Lines. Okay, well, listen, I'm not going to answer that question, because what if you're reading it and there's one, what if I say one and you're reading after the first one, you go, well, that's it for murders. Or I say three and you think, well, that's it as well. I will say there's more than one. But also define murder, because, I mean, people die in this book, that's for sure. Are they all murdered? Well, it's only one way to find out, I suppose. Listen, I don't spend my life thinking about murdering people. Well, I tell a lie. I think about how to get away with it. I'm not going to do it. I promise you that. This must never be used in evidence against me. I think the key thing to the perfect murder is to assume you're going to be arrested for it, and therefore when you're doing it, to plant contradictory evidence. So the best way to commit a murder is to essentially place evidence that when you go to trial means that no jury will convict you. But if I do that in real life, I promise you I haven't really done it. Oh, the best twist. Well, listen, and then there were none, probably. Right, I mean, Agatha Christie was amazing at that sort of thing. And whenever people read my book and say it's quite Christie-esque, you think, oh, well, that's a pressure I don't need. Because every time you read it, she comes up with something that you think, you know, she's writing these things that you think, oh, well, I see where this is going, and it's a gentle tale of English folk, and then this extraordinary thing happens in the middle of it. So I would think she's probably got 4 or 5 of the top 10. Listen, there's some good crisps here, that is for sure. Tight sweet chili, that goes on the low tier, because I don't believe in these sophisticated crisps, hipster crisps and stuff like that. You know, that's not for me, so that goes low. And I'm gonna put, this is bad because I like a Pringle, but I don't like sour cream Pringles. So sour cream is going in the bottom tier as well, forgive me. So we've got Sensations and Pringles in the lower tier. Third tier, hula hoops, just because they're really salted. If there was salt and vinegar or beef, we'd be talking differently. And I'm gonna go onion rings as well, I'm afraid, because there's a reason they haven't ever really caught on. You know, they're like an awful guilty. If you find yourself eating onion rings, you know, something's not right. So we got 4 left. Second tier, I like a skip. Skips is one of the few things that the Marks & Spencer skips are very good. Normally, the cheaper the crisp you can get, the better, but the Marks & Spencer skips are very good. So that's second tier. Alongside skips, this is hard, because you've got my 3 favourites there, which are Monster Munch, Wotsits and Frazzles. And one of them's going to have to come third. I think skips are 4th, by the way. I don't care about this tier thing, they're definitively 4th. I'm going to say third place. It'll be unpopular because they won the World Cup of crisps, and that's Pickled Onion Monster Munch. I like a beef Monster Munch. That's me. Listen, don't have a go at me. And so top tier, the best 2 crisps of all time, Frazzles and Wotsits. No arguments. Who's the funniest person I've ever met? Goodness me. Well, for the sake of my professional relationships, I should probably say Alexander Armstrong. I mean, he's not, but I'll just say that. There's sort of a society of tall people in television. So Peter Crouch, who I met recently, is the same height as me. Stephen Merchant is the same height as me. Greg Davis is the tallest of us all. He's like a sort of half an inch taller than the rest of us. So I would say Greg Davis, the Taskmaster himself. Yeah, I was born in Essex. All my family, I mean, I think people mistakenly think I'm posh because I speak in a southern accent. Yeah, I talk like Essex, they all talk like that. All my family all call me Ricky. If you go and see my family, they're all like that. Why, Ricky? Oh, we loved the show. We read the book. We enjoyed it very much. Lovely. It's a bit more Cockney than Essex, but Essex is a bit more, yeah, lovely. Yeah, that's the same accent. Essex and East London is the same accent. So in answer to your question, no, I can't.
salmon suspiciously.
For sure.
It is illegal to die in the House of Commons.
Okay.
It is illegal to go around a roundabout more than 3 times.
Okay. Well, C should be a law. Yes, I think it's illegal to handle a salmon suspiciously in Waitrose, certainly, whether that's actually on the statute book. The House of Commons thing is true. I've heard that one before. I'm going to say, so is there one false one? So it's salmon or roundabouts for me, as so often in life. I will say that roundabouts is not a real law. Nice. That would be in the highway code, wouldn't it? Surely. Oh, that's a good question. When I was writing the book, I was reading all of the Patricia Highsmith Ripley novels, and as a group, if you put them together as one book, I might say that. Although the book I really love, but no one's ever heard of it, is Towards the End of the Morning by Michael Frayn. It's about the last days of Fleet Street, and it's very, very funny and very redolent of a time. He says himself that no one can ever remember it because the title is so unmemorable, and I bet you've forgotten it already. It's Towards the End of the Morning. My grandfather, who's a police officer down in Brighton and along the coast in Sussex, he always said to me, and I use this in my business life, that's for sure, he said, if you're ever called to a fight in a pub, make sure you're second through the door. That's what he said. And it's wise words. First through the door gets a battering, second through the door is a hero. And that's so true of life. We talk sometimes about making Pointless the movie or Pointless the musical, and to play me would be my favourite actor, and that is Denzel Washington.